I'm Fiorluna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're playing Animal Crossing, and then we're gonna go play more Mask of the Rose, because I'm on a Fallen London kick somehow. This is a mystery how that happened. Who knows? Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Hi, Val. Hi, Maxwell. Hi, Tal et al. Hi, Black Sniper. Hi, Rice. Hello. As you can hear, I am still getting over whatever I picked up yesterday. I don't like it, but it's okay. We're mostly better. I have lots of water. I've had lots of rest. More rest than an octopus needs. We sleep an hour a night. I slept 2. That was so many. Did you know you could do that? Sleep 2 whole hours, but like in a row? I didn't know. Humans just do that, apparently. You sleep a lot more than 2. Oh, advice. Ah, Gulliver's here. Gulliver, or Gullivar. What have I got? Nothing. There's nothing in my inventory. Ooh. In 10 years, what will this island look like? A mystery. We could go forward in time 10 years and find out. But we won't. I have recently been assisting a friend with their island. There's a snowball there. I have to remember that for later. Let me find the other snowball real quick. Because it could be anywhere. Just good. Ketchup! I am staying trendy. Thanks, Ketchup. Now, let's go see Aurora, because Aurora just moved in. Aurora lives over here. I did go see Aurora yesterday. She is a penguin. Val is correct. Aurora comes to us from Peach Town. Look at her! Oh, that's pretty good. She's got some of the Zodiac stuff, a lot of the snowflake things. Is your catchphrase baby? No? Oh, she's gonna brush up on the tips and tricks and very nice. Goodbye. She's very cute. Alright, now let us go do the daily chore of what's on my beach today. That's what I thought. Oh, the trees aren't still decorated, but that's okay. Gulliver, get up. Who's your provider? Gulliver, get up. Get up. Gulliver, get up. Gulliver. Don't want to be Flotsam. Can I be Jetsam? That sounds more rugged. Ah, Gulliver, get up. Get up. I did hit him with a shovel. It's evening. Hi. Yes, I'm glad my head is huge. I am an octopus, so I am head feet. Cephalopod means head feet. Ah, battling sea monsters, of course. Boy, let's talk about a close call. Can you believe it? I have heard these a few times. I need a bunch of parts so I can build a robot. Gotcha, Gulliver. So the thing about the parts that Gulliver needs is that they can spawn on anywhere on your beach. They look like clams when they do. You know what? Let's grab some shells also. Wait, hold on. What do we got? Oh! Do some DIY projects. Spend bells to buy items, plant flowers, get fossils assessed, and sell a hot item for a fortune. I'm not going to do that. I love all the shell stuff I have on my island. It makes me happy. Hey, Captain. Anyway, there's a fishing tourney on Saturday. And then next Saturday at I don't know what time o'clock. I will craft something cool with it, buddy. That's my other perfect snowman, I think. I gotta roll a few more perfect snowmans. That's why I was looking for the other snowball, but I didn't find it, so... Back to the beach to help Gulliver. That's a hermit crab. Gulliver... Why do you gotta make things so complicated, sir? Oh, sorry, Del. Oh my good golly! Wisp is also here! Chat, we're gonna be looking for things! Tonight is a night to look for things! And stuff! This is why we stay up late at night. Oh, my money tree has grown, but I'm leaving it. Okay. To the top of the beach. I heard that. I can hear you. Where are you? I'm a bit far afield now. There's one. This could be a manila clam, or it could be a communicator part. Nice. Also, real clams really do spit water up that way. Especially razor clams do that. That's a hermit crab. Especially razor clams do that a lot. Manila is my favorite kind of clam. Beautiful. Anyway, once I finish collecting the collectible things... I'm so good at this. Once I finish collecting the collectible things. Like Gulliver's communicator pieces. That's a sturgeon. It might not be, but it looks like it could be. Come on, sturgeon. I know you can do sturgery. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's definitely a sturgeon. It's huge. I might still have one in my, Oh, I was so confused for a second, but it's a fish. I thought it was the shadow of, like, something, but it's a fish. Oh wait, I still haven't found all his parts. That's fine. Also, you want to know something interesting? Oh, hey Del. You want to know something interesting? Mint got an island. Mint got an island where the town hall and the entrance to the airport were symmetrical. They're lined up perfectly. And I'm so sad because I don't have that. But he got it so that the town hall would sit like here. Oh, we hydrated chat demands. Hi, Riki. Oh no, I needed hydration. Alright, back down to the beach. What am I doing? Is this a fossil or a gyroid? Well, I won't find out that way. I do need to get fossils assessed, so I might as well dig up those. Oh. Stretch. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, that's a full-grown gyroid. I don't know what squeezoids look like, but that's a full-grown one. Anyway, Saturday is the day I intend to be digging up all of my... Oh. Hey, Sasha, are you going fishing, buddy? It is, it's guacamole. Oh, baby, you're adorable. Now I see a wisp piece. Okay, good. Could you imagine if wisp pieces, like, if pieces of his soul just kind of, like, disappeared? Could you imagine? I would die instantly. Okay, clams. I only have like 2 pieces, right? Yeah, I do. Oh, what's the recipe? I know that DIY recipe. What's this? Round fine glasses. Very nice. I thought I heard that. Just the ocean. And the campfire. No, Evie, there's a spot right there. It's full of whatever it is. Okay, that's 3 pieces. I'm only missing like 3 fossils. Everyone's tired today. It's raining here, so a lot of people are eepy. I asked aquarium staff if they were eepy because it was raining, and they said no, they were eepy because they were eepy. And I went, can you do that? And they went, yeah. That's how it works. And I went, oh, seems terrible. And then they went, why are you eepy? And I went, I'm not! And then they teased me. Because I had, in fact, been eaten. Well, of course, that's craftable. I'm gonna need fish bait for the fishing tourney. Is that the forbidden altar? It is! I gave Mint the recipe for that, too. Can make my house gold. I don't want to, but I can. What did this need? 6 glowing moss jars and iron nuggets. Oh, I can make that happen, and then I can put it outside Peter's house. Or make a science moss room. Actually, while I'm up here, why not grab my net? Let's see if a wisp piece has gotten away out here. Sometimes they get up to no good up here. Weeds. My beloved. Okay, now we're alright. No, I was sure there was a way down here. Weeds, my beloved. Money tree spot? Can you grow there? I don't think it can grow there. Oh, whatever. If it can't. If it can't, I'll do something fun later. I'll dig it up and I'll take it to a place where it can grow. That is a wisp piece. I can see it. I know maybe you guys didn't see it, but I can see it. There's something back there anyway. Might be a snowflake, now that I... Oh, yeah. Yep, it was a snowflake. Snowflakes do disappear when you mess up. Come back! I think I'm gonna shrink down my ruins area a little. I love it, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm gonna shrink it down a bit. Heavy, please. I'm busy. But I don't know what I'm gonna put in its place. Nothing has spoken to me yet. But Saturday we have a job to do. You! That's where my snowball has been. Don't you do it. Why would you put that in such a hard spot for me to get it out of? Sasha, the snowball needs to come out of your yard, like right now. And get to a place where I won't accidentally kick it into several trees. Why are they spawned over here? I got trees and rocks, an entire bed of flowers. Like, come on. You know what? You know what we're gonna do, chat? We're gonna get an early start on digging up all the flowers. Okay. So that we can successfully make this snowball into the body of the snowman. Now, some of you might be wondering, Pierre, why do you roll the body first? Why not the head and then roll the body up right close and then put the head on top? Well, you see. That's head-sized. Well, you see, what happened when I did that, and I did do that, was I bonked. I rolled the body up on top of the head, and it was a really funny snowman, but he had a great deal to say about my inability to roll snowmans. Fear, someone just animated one to a part of I Can't Fix You. Are you losing your mind? Are you frothing at the mouth? Are you going, I hear that. Don't worry, Chad, I hear it. .360 no scope? Oh, right, I'm transformed. I can't see what those look like. It says they're heart shades, though. Is tall enough for the body? Looks just about right. Maybe like a tiny bit more. That should do it. Where's the other snowball? Yes, the dung beetle is gone, so this snowball can roll comfortably now. That's still... well, that's close. No, 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 no. I said close. I didn't say done. It is just about there. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's go! I know how to roll snowballs! Can't praise you enough for your top-notch snow sculpting skills. Whoa, that's kind of hard to say. Frozen counter! The snowman loves it. We did a good job. Okay, I was doing something. Right. It's probably making... No, I was looking for communicator parts and wisp pieces. Right. I got distracted by the beach. Or by the snowballs. I found them both. And so thus was distracted. That's a real show. But I need 2 communicator parts. Right. And 1 wisp. 2 combs and 1 wisp. I can do this. That was me stepping in the water. That's a hermit crab. I want to go to the beach. I know it's wintertime, but like, the beach is fun in wintertime. Even if you can't go swimming. You can go and look at the beach and sit on the beach, but be warm because you're allowed fire. Sometimes. Not all times, but sometimes you're allowed fire. Oh no, that's just wisp. I was like, what a weird looking wisp piece. Lo and behold, that's just actual wisp. Whoops. Whoops. Nice. I'm glad it is sent to me. Is this? No. Dig in the actual ground, please. Okay, one more communicator part. Yay! Communicator parts! Prob's gonna color it. I finished lining the subspace thing. Nice. Prob's gonna color it tomorrow. Very good. And would you look at that? Alright, I owe Gulliver first. Gulliver! Gulliver. Hey, yo. I did. He'll mail me a nice thing tomorrow, though. Can you swing by me and pick me up? Alright, I will put on some flippers before I open it. I won't. But he doesn't need to know that. Do you guys think that's a sea bass? It was! Aw, Gulliver clapped for me. Good, good. Alright, now back to Wisp. That's gonna be a money tree later. Bonk. Wisp is vibing upstairs. Oh no, he was in the other direction. Isn't he? Yeah, he's in the cafe. How's the cafe, Wisp? I love how Wisp is like, oh no, a ghost! Wisp, who are you, buddy? I'll take something expensive. Oh! Thank you, Wisp! That was very nice of you. I also don't have that yet. How many fossils are mine? 4? Okay. Blathers! Blathers, sir. I have a bunch of fossils to give you. Please tell me literally any of them's not in the collection. Because I got a lot of them. Hi. Yes? I have a bunch of fossils. Oh, right. He can assess a whole bunch at once. I forgot. Ah, Blathers! Blathers. Parasaur skull, Dimetrodon skull, Brachio skull, left megalocide. Blathers. Blathers, sir, you harm me. Oh yeah, frozen counter. Oh yeah, I definitely should have been working on this. Whoops. Oh, I've got the iceberg wall and floor. Very nice. And the ice flooring. Oh, I know why it was blinking at me. It's blinking at me because of this. Oh, come on. You'll be better. You're plenty creative. And the only way to get more creative, do more creative things. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Hey, Sprinkle! Sprinkle. Sprinkle, you're in the way, baby, but let's talk. Places to hide things like what, Sprinkle? Things like what? I bet Sprinkle would hide a body. I'd hide a body if I were Sprinkle. Oh. Ahem. No, I mean like better at my arts. Oh, you'll get there. Is that an entire crate of fish? I actually want that. I can't explain why. And, well, no, that's not true. I can't explain why. What's this? An elegant chair. I don't have 25,000 bells to give you boys. But I could. Gentlemen, we need to do some business. Oh. I think you'll find today I have many fine things to offer you. Very nice. Now let me just double check that I don't already have that antique chair. Where's my Nook shopping app? What's this? Oh! Oh! You can just... You can just do that. Okay. Where's my Nook shopping app? Do I not have it yet? Guys, I don't think I unlocked it yet. I haven't shopped enough at Nook shopping. Well, then I'll buy it. Thanks, fellas! Thank you, and goodbye! Oh, I spent money. Congrats to me! Your art does not look like a 10-year-old drew it. Val, I can't even do what you're doing. And I'm not 10. They don't match the color scheme. Wetsuits behave so strangely in this game. That's not true. It doesn't lack basic understanding. Hey, there's a shirt for Val back there. Right here. This one right there. Hey, sample. And if you want to get better at anatomy, study anatomy. I can help you with that. I know science. I know science because I'm the science quite often. See, look, it's a Val outfit. Oh, this is the more Val outfit, though. We're gonna make... This is the start of a Jacob outfit, but this is a Val outfit. No pants in here to go with it, but... Glitter eyes! Your Honor, if it please the court. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle on. I also need that morning coat. But I definitely need this. Admittedly, for me, I prefer it in this color. But I like this too. Your art won't look bad anyways, and you are not lazy. You are overwhelmed by the fact that you're doing... You're working a job. I think I have a PDF on anatomy that can help. Yeah. I have a bunch of tutorials. Art tutorials and stuff. Both in video form and Tumblr flavored. That are like, this is where muscles are. If you're drawing, don't forget, muscles go here. You know what? I bet I got the stuff to make a good little Val outfit out of that. No thanks. Put it in my storage. I do need the fitting room. I don't know if I own this morning coat. But I need to. You know what? I think I like the yellow velour boots vest. Do 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 do. Yeah. I'm gonna get changed in my outfit parts first. Oh, I forgot I had that little Argyle vest. I have a lot of things that'll... I had it already! Wow. Did I have the morning coat already? No. Okay, good. Well, I just get duplicates of it then, and that's fine. Let's see what we've got for dress up. Oh, I can be very silly indeed. I was right. I did have the desert outfit. The Nook Ink leotard. I forgot I owned that. Okay, I kind of like that, but it needs different glasses with it. Actually, glowing moss dress could work here, but it needs different glasses with it. Nah. I need my bandages. Oh yeah, right. Of course I'm wearing the mirror shoes. I had that bolero coat the whole time and I wasn't wearing it for winter? What am I doing? Okay, I see why I'm dressed the way I am. You know what? No, it is this one. We can make that outfit anytime. Beautiful. Oh, we had that cute parka too. Oh, we had such cute winter clothes that I didn't even notice I had. And that. But I think I'll go with the bolero coat depending on the hats and stuff I can find for it. No, this outfit needs glasses. Not those glasses. Those ones will do. Are there other tights I might wear with this? Oh, I do like the Nordic socks. What have I got for shoes? Zap boots. If we put those, I think I can sneak the black, oh, those are cute too. If we put black Mary Janes, I think I can sneak the black glasses on. Yeah. Also, I think I will put a mermaid tiara on my noggin. Because I saw it here. Perfect. Where's my wetsuit? There's my wetsuit. Yeah, okay, I like that. Storage! Okay, now, the gift in my pockets is for Aurora. But alas. Oh, ah! Butterfly! That butterfly is of grave import. Emperor butterflies are worth like a lot of bells. We're not gonna sell him tonight, but he's worth a lot of bells. Alright, now we are off to our island paradise, where we may design a home. I want to go to work. Let's go. I will go see Lottie when I can. But first I must check the beach. Hey, it's Audie! those of you that don't know about Audie, she's based on a real person. Or rather, there's a reference to a real person. Hi. I don't actually want to go to work today. I was here for the recipe and for this. But yeah, she's based on a real person. A nice little old grandmother. Really into Animal Crossing, that one. She made the news and everything. I don't see anything there. Oh, right, and of course there's nothing back here. I'm being silly. It's all upstairs. Anyway, she kept an Animal Crossing town going for basically ever. I think it was New Leaf, but it was on the DS. So it was either Wild World or New Leaf. Someday I'll gain the recipe for that big ol' arch, and it'll look really cool. Oh, that's one of the Power Ranger ones. Ha! Let's see what's in here. I knew an island once, did you? What was it like? Oh! I will take it. I know the fairy tale dress. I think they're cute. Oh, and there's what I'm wearing, but with a black bow. Perfect. Okay, goodbye. I'm glad I decorated that place the way I did. Seraphim is currently reading a TMA fic inspired by Videodrome, and he is having a time with it. Oh, that would be so good. I mean, to be fair, Videodrome is a very Magnus Archives looking thing anyway. Like, it might as well be a Magnus Archives episode. We'll fill in our island tomorrow. Well, because, like, consider the following. Actually, it's a T-Meg P episode. In fact, literally a T-Meg P episode. Remember that one where the guy's like... with the movie reviews? And the guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna go review this. It's just me at the screening. How did they get these shots? Yeah, no, I get you. Sorry, I forgot there were 2 series. I haven't had as much time to listen to podcasts as I want. In that I haven't been listening to podcasts as much as I want. Which is the saddest thing for me. Wah! Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. Jump scared by my own alerts. Okay. Statement of Max Friend regarding a tape of an unlicensed broadcast by the name of Videodrome. Exactly! Exactly! You get me. Alright, and a big stretch. Chat, if you have lats, it's important to stretch them out. Okay. It's what holds your shoulders in the bad position if you don't stretch them out. Those are the guys. If you don't, and you are an octopus like me, you don't have them. So you don't need to stretch them. Chat, what day is today? Is it Wednesday? It must be Wednesday. I'm playing Mask of the Rose. Okay. Okay. And for body break, let's do some twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would work very well for the TTRPG. I have all the stuff for it. I got all the stuff for it, except the dice, but nobody has the dice because they haven't made the dice. The thing that I cared about. The one thing that I cared about. It's Wise Day. Oh no. I've never heard of that one, but I bet staff knows what it is. I bet they'd be like, yeah, it is. And I'd be like, what's that? And they'd be like, it's the day, it's a good day to wonder why. And then somebody else would be, it's a great day for learning. And I'd be like, what? And then someone else would go, actually, the line is, it's a great day for knowledge. And then they'd argue about what the line actually is. Because that's how staff is. Okay, are there any other chores that I feel like doing today? Crafting. Yes, I can craft. I can make that moss jar stand, I think. 6 times 3 is 18. Glowing moss, where are you? Let's go make that moss jar stand thingy. I have a crafting station hidden here. Someday. 6 iron nuggets as well. Oh. Let me go and fetch 6 iron nuggets. I should have a few iron nuggets. Oh yeah, I got a few. I was lending Mint a hand with his brand new island. Yeah, of course you're still invited. Ooh, writing scent. Excellent. Wait, where am I going? Moss jars. Is that what's wrong? Do I not know how to craft glowing moss jars? Chad, I think I don't know how to craft glowing moss jars. I think someone gave me the jars and I just don't know how to... Oh no! It's a sus cauldron. Yeah, I just don't know how to craft them. Okay. Well. Wait, maybe I do. Maybe I am being ridiculous. Maybe I am on the wrong tab. I am on the wrong tab. Okay, I was just on the wrong tab. Never mind, we're silly today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Let's do it. I want to see what the customization options look like. I was sure I had customization kits in here somewheres. Oh, I do. That's not going to be enough to do it. Boys, I need some customization kits. Hi, Cephalobot. All very nice and cute things, but I need some customization kits. Goodbye, boys. Oh, what day is the Animal Crossing update live? I'm planning a collab. Potentially for the 17th. Thanks, Sasha. Oh. Wait. No, I'm silly. I want to customize something. Black. Oh, I love all of these. I think I want it in white outside of Petrie's place. Can I just run around the back here? I feel like I can. Yeah, I can. I was right! I hear that. I swear I hear it. Oh, chat. Chat, I am so good at having ears. Not that I have ears, but I am so good at them. It's out on the 15th, so it'll be fine on the 17th. Amazing! It was money. Okay, Petrie, you need a little bit more stuff around your house. I did put all this stuff around your house for science reasons. You need a little more things around your house. A little more, obviously I am collecting moss for science things. Oh, I see, because it wants to swing outwards. Oh, there's little red lights under it. Where I want to put it. I think where I would want to put it is right here, but I have that gyroid right there. And then move the gyroid down here. Well, we'll figure that out later. Because we did all our chores. All the chores I care to do. And that means it's time for Mask of the Rose. Okay. You'll all have to bear with me just a second. Oh yeah, right. This probably doesn't see. rat of excellent breeding. I want to bring my rat friend. I'm bringing my rat friend. Hello, my friend. Oh, we're coming straight to the point. I'm here for a reason. I believe I know what happened and why. When I start to explain, however, Harjeet stops me. You've not said what the method was. We can't say David was poisoned by magic. I couldn't persuade the court to take on this prosecution. Oh. That didn't take up too much time. Oh. Poison candles. Can I try again? You know what? Let's put on our rubbery brooch. Alright, we're coming straight to the point. There's something that I wish to discuss. I believe I know what happened and why. I lay out the whole story as I've reconstructed it, complete with means and motives. And you're sure about this? If I act on it, I won't be able to help you if you decide you had it wrong. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Get a good night's sleep. Do whatever else you mean to do. Tomorrow the case will go to court. It's getting late. I'm heading back home. I did not finish getting that guy's soul back, because I don't think I can. We're gonna have to make a plan. I cannot come along to the trial. If you can't bring Archie home afterwards, well, come and tell me immediately. I want to send him something in prison for his last meal, if it is his last meal. Everything is ready. I've made some arrangements. I think we can be sure that Archie will not hang. You might have told me. It took a little time. Didn't want to give me false hope, I suppose. But I would rather have known. Oh yeah, Grizz and I did go and get parliamentary, pardon for him in advance. So maybe he'll be okay? Maybe? I don't know about any of these things. Alright. Let's go see how we did! Then we'll try again! We're doing court this morning. Why would you hate Subspace, Val? Subspace players are totally normal and fine. Okay. Well, we're doing court this morning, I guess. Wait, I have to change my outfit. I have to be cool. Algernon, I can't take you to court, buddy. I have to be cool. I'll wear my fancy hat. Before the fall, any poisoner in all of England might be brought here for trial. Lately, it's been closed for renovation. We're talking about the Old Bailey. That's the courthouse. Ah! Quiet, quiet, order, sit down. I am unhappily aware that most of you have forgotten how to conduct yourselves in a courtroom. Oh, sorry, wrong judge accent. Gotta find. I got too tied up in old timey Southern drawl. I gotta find my other more different received pronunciation, and I don't know where that is right now. Give me a second. I'll find it. I will. Even if I have to say the old timey sentence. I don't like the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain because it doesn't really work very well. I'm not gonna bust into Moses Supposes, which is an excellent song, and you should all watch it. I need you to understand that if you ever watch Moses Supposes, which is a part of Singin' in the Rain, if you ever are to watch it, it's very funny. And the guy who looks like he has no idea he is in a musical, looks like that because it's diegetic. They just broke into song and dance for no particular reason in the middle of an elocution lesson. And that made me giggle terrible. That's a familiar looking... Oh? Yeah, you're correct. That is a familiar looking judge. Anyway. Let's find received pronunciation because we're in London. Not that it will matter exactly, but if you want to find received pronunciation, you simply line up your teeth. If you have them. Which I don't, because I'm an octopus. You simply line up your teeth and hope for the best. Quiet, quiet. Order. Sit down. I'm unhappily aware that most of you have forgotten how to conduct yourselves in a courtroom. If, in fact, you ever knew. For those of you new to Her Majesty's justice, you find yourselves in the freshly repaired Old Bailey. Apparently, we're to count ourselves fortunate that it is in good enough condition for us to even meet here. Our proceedings today are complicated by an Act of Parliament. In their wisdom, they have determined that what happened to David Landau was not a murder. In fact, they have declared that it was not a crime at all. Well, at the very least, I was assaulted. You might think so, Mr. Landau. You might very well think so. I suffered. I went through excruciating torments. My body had to be carried out to inquest. I have considerable sympathy for your view. And yet, in law, nothing occurred. Your poisoning, your demise, your return, legally, they are a nullity. What is to prevent someone doing the same again? If my murderer isn't identified, isn't punished. Ah! Well... It seems that if something like that did happen again in the future, it would in that case be considered an act of temporary murder, a new crime to which certain penalties have been attached. However, on this occasion I must end the trial without outcome, as there is, in law, nothing to try. Does that mean that Archie can go? What follows is a great deal of hubbub. The public gallery is in an uproar. The barrister meant to try the case looks stunned. It is a little time before I'm able to get away and to have a moment's word with Archie. Please let him go! Let my man go! I spent that time romancing him. Let him go! Next time I romance Mr. Pages. Why? I don't know. Will it be funny? Absolutely. Bat kisser. Listen, I'm allowed to romance a bat. I'm allowed to romance a bat if I want. I have plenty of OCs who would romance a bat. And we'll see all of them in here. Fish kisser. Yes, absolutely. Have you seen Sebastian? Look at him. I don't know if you've seen him. Side note, have you seen Ariel? Look at her. I don't know if you've seen her, but have you seen her? I would smooch that fish. I would smooch that fish if she were a monster fish. That fish is not for kissing. You're right. That fish is happily married. She should be allowed to be happily married and also not have to be a fish about it. She isn't even a good fish, which is not her fault. She's a trans-species fish. Trans allegory. I gotta write that about the Little Mermaid later. Anyway, that's for later. That's for another time. The mer people in Atlantica are all hot for some reason. Anyway. We love giant monsters here. That's why we're here. To see giant monsters, because they're giant and monsters. And I can smooch them. Right, Archie's accent, different. I gave him sort of a... He's supposed to be Scottish, but I gave... Or... Irish? Oh no, I forgot again. No wait, I'm silly, he was in Edinburgh. Okay, there, okay, we got it. Oh, I cannot quite believe it. I'm free of the ungulate, not to be executed, not to have my good name turned into mud. I can't thank you enough, my dear. And you, Grizz! You saved me. Suggest he can finally shave. No, no, no. The stubble's where it's at. Horatio would never have forgiven me if I let you hang. She couldn't come today, but she fought for you always. Then why could she not come? I looked for her in the audience. She doesn't leave the house anymore. You'll see. I could even return to the surface and look for my family again. Let someone else break the bad news. But I'm here. I feel like I've been romancing him, and the thing to do is remind him that I'm here. You're not alone here. You've got me. Aye, that I do. Perhaps David Landau will give me transport we'll get his transport working after all. And give me a ride to the surface. Oh, we can still wander around doing stuff. It is the end of Yule. That morning, something shocking happens. Oh! Oh no. The bats. Oh no! Ah! Whoa! The light of the sun shines through, blazing a square into the center of London. That's not good. That's not good at all. The sun drives people in the Neath mad, usually. Oh, this isn't great. Yeah, the sun is here. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, so people don't go to the surface for a number of reasons. It doesn't drive you mad here. It just kills you. Congrats! Oh boy! Oh, sorry. It does kill you in Sunless Sea, too. That's why you have to keep it from shining on that one island if you want to do the secret fourth ending. Or secret ending with the island. To retire to. But sunlight, bad. Sunlight, very bad. for people in the Neath. Very bad. Go on, then. I can't, but you can. Promise to bring back a jar of sunlight. I will try. It's a lot of sun. It's a lot of sunlight. Stop! Everyone's running toward it, but listen. I don't know what that sounds like to you. But to me it sounds like screaming. A lot of people screaming. What is it? I've heard such sounds before. At the sack of a city. Do you know what happens when a city is captured? When it has been besieged for a long time and the attackers overrun it? Yes. I don't elaborate. I do not need to. I have met enough refugees of war. When the docklands of London still joined to the oceans of the... when the docklands of London still joined to the upper oceans of the upper world. Oh yeah, that's right. It is not the buildings that suffer the most. I'll let him finish. It is not a battle. The women and children, the old men, the sick and the blind have no hope to defend themselves. It is not a butchery. A butcher does not shame or humble the livestock. It is not even an execution. A condemned man is whipped and hanged alone. He does not see his family, his friends, his neighbors and countrymen, all reduced alongside him. Harjeet, I'm going to take care of this. It's plain he would rather do anything else. You may want to stay here. It may be dangerous. Let's go together. If I die, I die. If you're going, so am I. I have no intention of staying here and waiting to hear you've been hurt. And I don't want you to face this alone. It may not be a pleasant sight, but I won't deny your courage. So Harjeet and I walk through the streets, down to the edge of the stolen river. After a little while, we come to a small woman and her much larger husband. He is alive, but too weak to walk. She has dragged him a little way, but that was hurting him. Now she is trying to lift him onto a peddler's cart. He tries to pull himself over the side of the cart, but there's no strength in his arms. When I glance towards Harjeet, he shakes his head. This one isn't dying. They'll be all right. Fun fact, I have several boxes of sunlight in Fallen London. The only... They're only safer than boxes of sunlight because, oh! They've been cut with moonlight, of course. Okay. We'll go on with him. We encourage the woman, but don't try to help. She grimaces, but she doesn't seem surprised. Everyone has their own troubles, she remarks. And it's true, there are lots of them sunstruck in the middle of the city. At last we come to a group of women. They are gathered around a corpse wrapped in bandages, arguing over what to do next. Next to the body is a hand-lettered sign. Ask me how I died, 2 pence. Asked me how I died the second time, 3 pence. Is that David Landau? Bit of a performing artist, wasn't he? The women talk over each other, but the gist is clear. He used to show off his wounds and charge for stories about the boatman. When he saw that people were dying in the sun, he crawled into the light himself. Thought he'd go round the boatman for a third go, did he? Raise his rates, he thought. It looks like his first 2 deaths didn't treat him too well. What with that bandaged leg? Search as we may, we don't find what we're looking for. Oh. There are dead, especially people who had died before. And then there are weak and unsettled, but they are not wounded or bleeding. Over and over we hear the same story, the sun coming out, citizens rushing to bask in its brilliance, and then the dismay and horror when some of them perished almost immediately. I think David Landau cannot hope for a safe return to the surface. A great many other people will be disappointed as well. The light of the sun is no kindness to the dead. Yeah, Judgment's lights don't treat you too good. You have considerable strength to be able to look at all that. It's not a matter of choice. Certain actions are necessary, and then we manage the consequence afterward. But I wish we had been able to offer more help. That's fair. I probably should have stopped to help at any point. Afterward, I'm left to gather what I can about what happened. Discuss it with Archie. In the main game, we've only come close to London being bathed in sunlight once during the Starved War. Oh, I remember the Starved! Thankfully, it was prevented, but it was a grim tiding. I remember the Starved because they've got that spire, and it dropped in on the horticultural show. I wasn't there for that playing in game, but I had a couple of friends who were, and I was like, wow, neat. Those are the guys, yeah, they're the guys from the ceiling that are all weird and stuff. They ain't right. I think when they were described to me, I went, oh, I know those guys. And they went, yeah, and I went, yeah, they're those guys what live in the Night City. And then I forgot the name of that movie and also of the book. They're different, which is unfortunate, but I was like, it's a Clive Barker thing. You'd think I'd remember it. But here we are. Oh, I saw the sun until the cave closed again. I thought it might open up forever. I'm sorry to say it wasn't healthy for everyone. It'd not be a shock if it blinded people for a little while. The eyes must adjust. I'm gonna be blunt. It was fatal. Some people died straight away when the sun touched them. But only some. Anyone who died and returned from death. And some others, too. Ah. Do you know, I'd hoped to be executed sooner than imprisoned. If that would have done with the punishment. I thought to be killed, be done with the matter, and then go back to Scotland. But it seems we cannot hope for that. Alas, we cannot. Is there any past to recall right now? That'd be funny. Oh, no, nothing. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Why am I going to the sunken parliament? Well, Grizz asked me to go, that's why. Grizz insists on a walk to see the damages. There are makeshift tents where families watch the bodies of their son dead, waiting to see if they return. Grizz does not stop there. She comes here. Thank you for being here with me. For coming back here with me. It's harmless, as you can see. Scorched. The Millipone Parliament is gone. The sunlight touched several parts of London, but most of it all shone here. Go ahead. Tell me what a fool I was. I thought I had a solution, neat and clean. A way to spare Archibald that played by the law of the Master's own rules. A turning of the tables that would not anger them too much, but... a reminder to Mr. Pages that it should not count Londoners lightly. And then, perhaps to punish me, or maybe to make sure no one else did the same again, they cracked the ceiling and burned the people below. Go ahead, say it. I was too confident. I trusted too much in the strength of my own arm. You killed no one. Whatever happened here, it was by the Master's hand. All you did was try to prevent a grave injustice. There's no way of knowing what would follow. I should have known it wouldn't be easy. Not as simple as singing counterpoint to a drowny song. Not as quick as learning the etiquette of the airless parliament. Not as facile as persuading them to a procedural trick. The real fight always has to be fought in the end. She looks around. Mr. Pages says that the building will be dismantled, now that there's no one within. It showed me an act, printed on parchment. Before they destroyed the Millipone, Mr. Pages and Mr. Mears passed one final permission. They gave themselves a free hand to make whatever other ministries they wish. Mr. Mears is Lord Chancellor now. Did you know this? I don't know what that means. I don't understand. The Lord Chancellor assents to the Acts of Parliament on behalf of the Queen. La Reine Laveau. The Queen wills it. That's what the Lord Chancellor must say in approving the acts. The masters may have taken charge of Parliament, and sent all the parliamentarians to a place of their own choosing. But the Lord Chancellor would not be the Lord Chancellor without the permission of the Queen. Oh. The masters would not have the imprint of legitimacy if the Queen had not given it. The Queen, who hides in her palace and will not come out to speak to her people. I thought we were better ruled. Alright. Well, reminder of what was gained. You did save Archie. I thought you would be happy about that. I am happy. Yes, you look delighted. I am happy about Archie. But as to all the rest, who has arranged all of this? Who has overseen it? What has become of our justice, our laws? There was a time when the greatest thing I could imagine was to be a political wife, married to a member of Parliament, one perhaps with elevated prospects. I won't say that I expected to become the wife of the Prime Minister. It was plain to me that my former betrothed couldn't hope for that accomplishment, even with me to steer him. But a place in cabinet, perhaps? Influence and esteem? Yes, I hoped for those things. And now, look what remains of all such ambitions. I mean, you've got better ambitions down here. They let you do stuff. Perhaps they weren't worth preserving. Something is needed in their place, then. And it's always easier to shatter than to build. The glory is gone, but the work remains. Life is quieter after the trial, at least for a time. Christmas Day comes and goes. Does Mr. Sachs come around already? Pale flakes fall across London. They aren't exactly snow. No, that's lacquer. Grizz's work at the ministry becomes more intense, more demanding. And soon, we are coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the fall. 1 year since February. It doesn't feel right to call this month February again. One day remains in the season of the rose. That's the next festival. The Feast of the Rose. Gonna put on a funny hat. We're near a year since the fall. And whatever may have been, we're not going back to the surface. We might not go back. But there may be good things yet to come. We don't know all the possibilities of the Neath. Horatia gives my hand a squeeze. Have you seen the decorations going up around the city? I can only see a little from my window. That's as close as she comes these days to speaking of the outside. The city is decorated for a feast of lovers and romance. I'm not joking about better lighting. The sun was bad enough. London's decorated for a celebration. It looks like a coronation or a royal wedding. There's bunting and false flowers and signs in the shop windows. They're calling it the Feast of the Exceptional Rose. The fungal rose, more like. I don't know. It's got a face. It's pretty exceptional. Chad, if you've never been to the Feast of the Exceptional Rose, it's a rose with a face on the inside. That's what's exceptional about it. It's weird. It blooms and then there's a rose with a baby face in there. Also, if you have a no man and you can keep it alive until the Feast of the Exceptional Rose, and good luck with that, but if you can, you get a prize. It's also almost always fake. That's true. But you get a prize if you can keep your no man alive that long. It's technically possible. I'm not doing it. I didn't even make a no man this year. Didn't make a no man the first year I did this. I do, however, have a lovely sea snail shell that I live in. Sorry, Z snail shell. Z snail. Yeah, Z snail. If you can keep it alive until Whitsun, you get to eat it. Why would I eat it? That sounds horrifying. I bet it would give me I bet it would give me unaccountably peckish. Chat, I've learned something. I've learned that humans probably shouldn't eat raw meat. I learned this because I now have unaccountably peckish. And apparently... Possibly it is at the Ospine Club. Yeah, right, fair. Where we don't pay too much attention to the table manners of the guests. Or what's on the table. I don't have money. I would like to acquire a mask. The Feast of the Rose is upon us, and there are certain sartorial requirements. Get your feast mask here, a gift from the exceptional Rose. Or a choice of them, in fact. And if you have a score to settle with someone, I can help you with that too, for a small consideration. Something rotten to an individual you don't fancy. I'd like a more delicate mask. A delicate rose mask. A mask for the Feast of the Rose, suitable for meeting friends, knitting matches, and pursuing deeper connections. Does that suit you then? It suits me, but I don't understand what it's for. You'll be needing it for the festival that's coming. Ah, I see you're dressing for the occasion. I'd poke fun, but even I've had to get a mask. One must, we're told, bring cheer to the bazaar. What are you wearing? You have a mask, Riz? It's not for you to see now. Later. It's delicious. Quiet, you. Demonstrates a whole other side of her. What's this one? A time for love, seduction, promises. A caper of other masters. The Ministry of Accounting and Recounting has nothing to do with it. You should make the acquaintance of Mr. Wines, love. It'd change your manners for the better. Ask whether Mr. Wines also has a ministry. Suggested ought to be the dominion of Mr. Hearts. Or the domain of Mr. Hearts. Hat. Does Mr. Wines also have a ministry? That's not entirely in his style. Wear the mask to the feast and look for the person you most desire in your future. Friend, lover, spouse-to-be. Perhaps they'll be looking for you in turn. Or go alone and enjoy the crowd. There's something in that too. Wait, come back, I wanted to... Oh. I had more questions about the rose. Oh, well, off we go. We're looking for Archie. We spent our time romancing this man. Put on a suitable mask for the feast. The lapel should also have suitable fleurs. And we should have a suitably fun outfit. No, we gotta have a suitable outfit. What if we dress? Yeah. Finished drawing and wrote a little today. I think that's worth something. It is! Mr. Wine has the parlor of virtues. They don't need a ministry. Yeah, that's true. Mr. Wine's is great. Actually, I've been seen quite often at Mr. Wine's revels. We've reveled greatly. Mr. Wines paid me by letting me steal from literally everyone passed out drunk. Told me I could clean up, and I was like, dang, what a cheapskate. And then I cleaned up, and I was like, never mind. Never mind. That's okay. It's fine. I might have to seduce a chemist, but it's fine. This is normal. Seducing a chemist for a bat. This is a natural thing to do. Am I also working with some kind of revolutionary? Absolutely. Never mind that. We're gonna go looking kind of like a lady. I make my way through London. Sometimes I still have to rely on memorized pathways, on strange rituals. There's a barricade between Vale Garden and the Stolen River, unless one pays in coin or word. But many of the difficult old streets lie still now. I'm full of hope. All of London is out, walking along the Thames, enjoying the feast. Vendors are selling candies and angry bats in cages. The music is fresh and new. I don't see Archie at first. I do see other faces in the crowd, though. Others I could stop and speak with before I go on if I choose. Oh, I want to talk to my wiggly man! Betachicken waves his tentacles and emits a plangent honk. He is pleased to see me. Further burbles ensue, a great string. They signify the many setbacks his shop has endured recently. Smashed windows, lack of custom, unscrupulous workmen. Yet despite this, the challenge seems to be taken with equanimity. Even enjoyment! He makes a languid sequence of warbles. Warbles is such a good word! It indicates that he's grateful for my assistance. Warbles is such a good word! You get to pick the fighter I draw next, so who will it be? I tried to say Bioshock, but I know it's Biographed. But I wanted you to know that I did try to say Bioshock first. Bioshock is a series of video games, which I have played all of. And to be fair, Biographed can teleport and stab you a bunch. And when I was playing Bioshock, I couldn't quite teleport, but I would stab you a bunch. With my magic hands. And my bees. Of course he'll climb the ladder. He has to climb the ladder. He makes a languid sequence of warbles. It indicates that he is grateful for my assistance. Further burbles ensued, a great gurgle of them. Ah! They seem to signify that other rubbery men have been emerging from the warrens, that he is securing a place for them in London. An anguished honk follows. It's a difficult process. There have been obstacles. Finally, a final low whistle. He reluctantly acknowledges that I may have been right. I wish him success in the future. I hope things improve soon. Look at his face! A determined warble follows. Betachicken has no doubt that they will. After all, he is in charge. He and he alone. A series of halting honks introduce a difficult topic. Brakujin, and what has become of her. He wonders, is there anything he ought to know? Further hasty warbles, so he knows where he ought not to go. I will tell him the truth. I don't want to, but I will. She works quite close by, in fact. Betachicken makes an obscure utterance, half phlegm and half woodwind section. It indicates an ambivalence. In the end, perhaps Barkujin was right, he indicates, or at least not as wrong as he'd supposed. There were limits to his ambitions, and a warning that was ignored. Perhaps he might seek her out and hear what she has to say, but not now and not soon. After all, in the end, he came to pages alone. A final dismissive warble. He thanks you for your example and your lessons. He intends to rely on no one again but himself. A last simple but unmistakable honk. It is farewell. Goodbye! My honky man. Honk honk. I would pursue that man. But I'm not a human with a bunch of bones. You know what? I'm actually just gonna straight up go see Archie, because I don't care about the rest of these. I mean, I do care, but like... Archie! Plague Dr. Mask! out of 10! Before I speak with Archie again. I think we have a future. So far, we've talked about our feelings for each other. I've decided to stow away for the surface. David Landau's ventures begin in service in a few months. Oh, I've had cramped quarters on shipboard before now. Oh, I don't mind doing it again if it'll give me a sight of the sun. Would you come with me? I can't leave. We'll die. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't go with you. I need a third option that's we'll die. I can't. We'll die. This has become home. I don't miss the surface anymore, and I don't want to go back there. You've gone off your head then. Who'd stay here otherwise? Please don't. Stay with me instead. He weighs it in the balance. For a moment, I think he's going to say no. You saved my life. And you mean everything to me. I'd not want to go above without you. I'll have to find a way here instead. You don't suppose we could make a new sun of our own, do you? I do, but I don't think you'll like it. The artificial sun is south. It is sitting in the sea by hell. You can do it. You shouldn't, but you can. Did we make it? Sunlight seared the buildings of Parliament and cleared them of the Melopone drownies. Afterwards, the barges of Mr. Fires gather on the stolen river and dismantle the building piece by piece. Griz complains of the change. She writes memos on what is to be done next. The memos are filed in a dark corner of the ministry. All corners of the ministry are dark. Yeah, that tracks. I'm not messing around in there. It'll be years before London has a parliament again. The Queen shows no sign of action on the matter. No elections are announced. The building that held Parliament has been entirely disassembled. Stones from its fabric are kept like relics by a few who remember the old ways. Whenever Mr. Mears proclaims a new law for London, it finishes with the words, La Rien le vaut. New sigil unlocked. The echo from the silence. The sigil can be interpreted as the tilting of a previously fixed orbit, or the precision of realignment made with certain intent. Oh! Oh! Whenever Mr. Muir... Okay. I got a bunch of things that happened all at once. All the possible meanings of this story are open to you now. Start again and you may find a very different ending to record on the flank of the bazaar. Oh, so we're gonna go again! I know exactly the OC I'm taking in here. Chat, I have... My keyboard is a CMS keyboard. Ah! Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. Yes? Andre? Why not? Why wouldn't I do this to Andre? He's a good boy. He deserves to hang around in here. I will not smooch Mr. Page just because he wouldn't. But he deserves to be in here. He'll have fun. He'll have a great time. He's already so messed up. Exactly. No, you don't understand. Fallen London is a better place for him. Hey. Okay. And a big stretch. I could make him worse, but I'm gonna make him better. Okay. And for body break, oil. Okay. Let's do some obliques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anyway, I could make him better. It's gonna be great. What? It's fine. It made a sound and I got scared. Anyway, you guys know this. We watch the credits on this channel because they're cool, and also these people made the video game. Ooh, I can just get the soundtrack. Amazing. I like the soundtrack for this. I could listen to the soundtrack while I play Fallen London. Or Sunless Sea. Well, Sunless Sea has its own soundtrack, actually. I will play Sunless Sea for you guys. If I'm going to draw Biograph, I'm going to have to draw a robot. Blah! You like robots. I know you do. Robots and also computers. Painter. Bot. I do, but I don't like drawing them. Terrible news. Terrible news about Bat. Grateful thanks to the stipendium and the cast and crew of Neath, a musical. If you guys haven't seen Neath, the musical, it is on YouTube and about 15 minutes long. It is very good. I think it does an excellent job at catching the vibes. Hey, I'm part of the Fallen London community, who have kept us in candles and cloaks since 2009. 2009? Is Fallen London that old? Is Echo Bazaar that old? I'm scared. I was there for the first mayoral election, and I started when it was still called Echo Bazaar. Is it really so old? I started it when Facebook was still relevant. Chad, I'm scared. All right, we've been through it once. Let's go be a scholar. What's this about sigils? Oh, we can just learn them. The sigil can be interpreted as the parallel of proximate orbits, moving in unlikely conjunction, the liberation of roses. Okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna get to record a whole bunch of things. The adversity of the gravitational pull. The sigil can be interpreted as the measurement of greater safety, tested and won. That's for experiencing the season of Yule. Okay. The Forge of Souls. The sigil can be interpreted as the chance construction of permanence or the union of precious objects. You made a meaningful connection in London. The perilous descent without cessation. This sigil can be interpreted as the cessation of flight in freefall or the world burned on its axis. For recalling the fall of London. The weight that pulls all under. This sigil can be interpreted as perilous loyalty or the introduction of impermanence in a permanent place. Yeah, because we went and did confessions. Well, 2025 was their 15 years anniversary. Ooh, ah! Why is Fallen London so many old? I was scrolling the announcements and I've forgotten to ask. Have you seen the Fallen London merch from the past few years? No, there's merch? When did they get merch? I might need some of that for reasons such as I would like to put it on me. I have a hat with pins and I put things places. And if it's too big for me, I put it on aquarium staff and they go, "Why are you making us wear this?" And I go, "Come on!" Oh, this isn't Animal Crossing, chat. I forgot to change the game. They have a deck of Fallen London cards and a full set of Major Arcana. Ooh, fun. Oh, I've got to go look at their merch now. I might need some things. Might be that I need some stuff. Okay, we're gonna go again. New game. Your first foray into Mask of the Rose is unlikely to end as happily as you might hope. Never mind. Savor your successes, delight in your disasters, try again, wiser in the ways of the Neath. The city is thick with secrets, but they can't hide from you. In February 1862, with no warning at all, London fell through the surface of the earth. This was meant to be a year of progress in industry. The Great Exposition, trams, a new sewer system. Instead, we find ourselves dwelling in a cave. It's October now. The fires have been put out. The bodies have been buried. But the future remains unimaginable. The time before, impossibly distant. Oh yeah, they're out! Alright. You can be... Okay. So in addition to all the other things that we could be, we may now be a housebreaker's child. My father was a housebreaker. His father was a highwayman. We came down in the world, no longer doing our crimes on horseback. And then my father was arrested. This situation furnishes some connections, not always friendly on both sides of the law. An undertaker! That's the coat I was wearing. My family were undertakers. We knew everything that there was to know about procuring hearses, hiring mourners, and dressing a body. Undertakers have some society contacts, and they know their share of vicars. An arcane academic! I studied esoteric writings, the hierarchies of spirits, the language of angels, the practical powers of creation. I have friends in high places and am familiar with the church's ways, whether I agree with it or not. Anyway, that's Andre's job! Closest to it anyways. I've also shared the pattern for a crochet, Mr. Pages. Excuse me, chat. One moment. I need to look upon. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at him. I see the shirt, an individual of mysterious and indistinct gender. Oh, he's beautiful. I'm sorry, I need to open this up for later. Oh, look at him! Oh, I want to hug him. He's so cute. I want to pet him. I will be back for him later. It looks very good. I don't crochet, but Fiora does it, and she's actually really good at it. I have some of her work. That's true! Anyways, Copper has convinced me to draw Gamma Biograph. Yes, which works with me. Much simpler than normal bio. Fair enough. Anyway, we're gonna go be an arcane scholar. Arcane academic. That's me. Down here, your name is whatever you say it is. Often, there's no one left to remember who you used to be. Some people hold tight to the names they carried before. Some reinvent themselves completely. Let's fix this first, because we know his name. Comrade! I can give him his last name. His last name's Lancaster. Sir's fine. He is a knight. You'd be annoyed about it, but he is a knight. And none of these other ones fit. Fun fact about Andre, he's actually from a different alternate history. A different alternate history England. So the point of Divergence, besides there being demons and other magical creatures, of course, that's its own thing. But besides there being demons and other magical creatures, the point of Divergence in the world that he comes from is that some of the Lancasters survived the War of the Roses. This was not possible in our own timeline. But in his, some of the Lancasters survived, and they kept great prestige in France. And then eventually, for complicated reasons, came back to England and gained great prestige again there. So that's a thing. They're monster hunters for the crown. So they hunt down demons, threats to the crown, various other things like that, which admittedly the original Lancasters would have balked at. But, you know, after like a century in exile, you kind of get this situation where you either go to war with the last guys that you were hanging around, or you go, man, the 100 Years' War sure was messed up, and also the War of the Roses didn't do great for anyone involved. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we agreed to disagree and settle down. Alright, let's go. That's me. Andre to my friends, sir to strangers. That's how I was addressed even before London fell. Oh, right, I have to pick him a cameo. What would my boy wear? Is there long enough hair for my boy? He doesn't have glasses. He is missing an eye, but the cameos don't show you that. That's, once again, the one I would pick for Callahan, probably. Oh, that one's good. That one's such a good cameo. His hair's not short like that, but I can see him cutting it off. For the bit. Building my Grail kit right now. Let's go! Let's go! That's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Okay, I'm using the one with the funny little angel wing off it because that's just the funniest possible one for him. It's perfect. I do hope it turns out well. I'm panel lining it right now. Yes! In the Neath, a true ally means everything. When I find people to be close to, I'm open to... Oh. Oh, Andre, honey, what are you? You're complicated. Technically, you are open to whatever. But for complicated reasons, you're bad at being touched. Then again, like, this is a place where you wouldn't have that skill. Alright, my boy can't see the future. The angles of the wings! Good luck! I'm looking for both romantic feelings and a physical connection. Friendship and matchmaking are possible too, of course. Perfect. He's beautiful. Right now, I'm meant to be helping with the census, finding out who still lives in my neighborhood. The first census results are due tomorrow. If I turn them in, I get paid, the first money to come my way in nearly 2 months. If I don't, I'm going to disappoint Grizz badly. She knew I was in trouble, so she went out of her way to find me work with her own employers. She even gave me a badge to show my affiliation. badge of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. The front of this badge looks almost like a constable's badge with the lion and unicorn emblazoned on it. The back of the badge has some kind of symbol I don't recognize. Hot to the touch. Yeah, that's a sigil, all right. I keep it with the clothes I have from before the fall and a few items I found more recently. Good for the complexion. I can go out naked! Just vibing. An academic gown. The reward of a monograph on the legacy of Raymond Lull. Wearing it inspires fresh questions about the Neath, and a useful critical faculty. That'll do. Yes, we're in the attic. Got it. Okay, my outfit's good. I'm not allowed to recall the past yet. Host a visitor before bed. Ah, I thought you were up here. She glances at the badge I'm wearing. I suppose I should be glad you're thinking about the census, even if you didn't get around to leaving the house. I react to that the way I react to many things these days. I dare to name the frightening things out there. I'm not sure what I'll meet out there. Not everything outside is human. So chat, you're going to learn a lot about my OCs while I do this. Because why not? You should get to learn about my OCs. They're cool people. Andre normally has the power to see the future. And a whole host of other future sight, past sight. That's true. A whole bunch of other future sight, past sight, etc., etc. He has visions. He's not always the best at linear time. But when he doesn't have that skill, he's a very brave young man, but he's also nervous all of the time. He's not exactly scared of everything, it's just there's a lot going on. And his family is full of demon hunters, and that's his job, so when he doesn't have that skill, demons. I know I shouldn't make this a silly joke, but visions of Escaflowne? Oh, Escaflowne. Ah, now that's not a story a Jedi would tell you. I own all of it on DVD. I think I have all of it on DVD. I also have Endless Waltz, which is a Gundam thing. That's not even mine, which is the sad part. And oh, there was something else I had all of on DVD that was weird. Samurai 7 is not the weird thing I have all of on DVD. Samurai 7 is amazing. You should all watch it. It's great. 10 out of 10 anime. If you've ever seen Seven Samurai, imagine that, but if it was robots. Samurai 7 I own on Blu-ray. Yes! We love Seven Samurai. Or Samurai 7. I love Seven Samurai too, but that's a different thing. Oh, I love Samurai 7. It's 10 out of 10. Love the villain breakdown. We all love a good villain breakdown. I'm not sure what I'll meet out there. Not everything outside is human. Rumors. Don't let a few odd things in the broadsheets frighten you. Come tomorrow evening, we need to have at least a few census forms filled out. Or I'm going to be the one explaining to Mr. Pages. And if that happens, I'm not going to help you with your employment prospects again. Grizz works for the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. It seems to agree with her. She wears trousers to work and comes home at all hours. It's very important to her, being taken seriously by these employers. Next thing I do is characteristic too. Andre, my boy, what do you do when you do these things? You're a little bit bad at building trust, but let's try. I don't find it easy to go out in all this. The darkness is oppressive. Archie feels the same way. When you think about it, Archie would have done better to go to Italy or the south of France and get his training there. I imagine the medical training is just as good, and the sun would have improved his disposition. You do still have some time tomorrow. What do you think of the questions? They're written in the most peculiar spiked handwriting, and there are punctures in the paper in random spots. Ask her what put these holes in the paper. Why does this page look like this? Do your employers know how to use a pen? I have not seen them writing. I've only seen the ink on their sleeves afterwards. And do they have claws? Whatever their methods, they are trying to restore London, to feed everyone and curate some kind of order. Here, try the questions on me. Save just knocked on the door, and I've come to answer it. Yes? What do you want? Good evening. On behalf of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting, I have a few questions. Oh, how lovely. I'm so grateful these ministries are looking after us. We're gonna be a little bit mean. Really, Grizz? I'm not sure I can expect that sort of response. If we must do this, you might try to make your performance true to life. We're starting with an easy one. I'm answering as though it were me. Even you would ask for evidence that I wasn't a housebreaker. Let's say I recognize the official stamp on your official document. Ask me the first question on the list. How many people live in this establishmentation? Establishmentation is not a well-formed word. It has two suffixes, both Latinate. He's right! Yes! Oh, thank goodness! My boy is a scholar! Does this mean I get to complain about linguistics? Oh, boy! Thank you, Professor. Yeah! If you like, you can, translate into questions that are more likely to be understood. Right. How many people live in this establishment? 4. The landlady, Mrs. Horatio Chapman, a young man named Archibald Reed, myself, and a 4th character, very disreputable. We'll build some trust. Andre would try his best. He's not good at it, but maybe the game will let him be good at it. I'm not a secretive person, Grizz. If I seem disreputable, you only have to ask about it. Yeah, maybe. But then you might expect me to answer any of your questions. Sometimes I'm in the mood to keep chatting, and sometimes I want to get to the point. Let's keep chatting. Is anyone in this establishment enamorificated or impassionated? What does this even mean? They're asking if anyone here is in love. Just ask that. Is anyone here in love? No. I don't tease. You're not even slightly attracted to anyone? I admit, I find that a little disappointing. My betrothal was not of my choosing, and its end was a blessed relief. I am not carrying any feelings from that time. Moving on. I see. At this moment, of course, Archie has to turn up. Archie's family is in Scotland. Everyone says that only London fell below, but Archie's afraid that something happened to them too. I wondered where you were. Archie, is something wrong downstairs? Has there been a new disaster? Not the kind you're thinking of. Out I went this morning to visit a patient, and what do I find pasted up on the wall? He holds up a broadsheet. There's a new decree from the Ministry of Cartography and Chirography that all maps and atlases are to be surrendered or put to the fire. It's your folk making these rules, Grizz. You can tell us. We're trustworthy. I'm even working for the Ministry. You have yet to actually do anything for the ministry. I have the badge, and I've been trained. Will you be asking your Mr. Pagers about these maps? The Ministry of Chirography and Cartography is new. I don't think that existed yesterday. Not that it's a bit unnerving. It does give the sense that everything's a bit precarious. Well, if you did not have the sense already, what with the stalactite that fell on Southwark yesternight? These are all very reasonable points. Very well, I'll see what I can find out about this, but it might take some time. Andre, please do collect at least a few census forms by tomorrow, from whatever Londoners you're able to find. At the end of the day, I'll find you, and we can take them to Mr. Page's together. I am definitely normal and fine and not afraid of the bat monsters. She gives me a long look before she goes. Aye, well, next time I'll not come in without knocking. Might be I'll cough a few times so the two of you can separate. Grizz is not for me, I think. There might not be any feeling on your side. But she doesn't look at me that way, or Horatia. She might have the look of being fierce. But if she was to choose someone and then her heart was to be broken, it might be disappointment, or it might be meeting with a thing she couldn't plan. But she'd be sadder than a hanged cat. Oh no, my poor baby. Andre is maybe like the second gayest character I have. We'll get on to the census. Grizz has me gathering census pages for the ministry. Aye, Grizz told me it was some such thing. I meant to fill a page with answers to questions about you. What questions would those be then? Well, let's carry on with trying to establish some trust. I keep trying to do that. I've heard all sorts of stories, but I doubt you will shock me. Do you have your heart set on anyone? Archie answers me quite frankly. Down here? There's no one. What about before the fall? There was a lass back home, but what did me mother do but promise me to her? That sounds like a tale. What happened? It's not so uncommon, I think. Me mother was friends with the lass's parents. They were getting on in years, and her not married, and of course the whole village knew her business. So me mother said she'd fix it up between us next time I were home, but I've not been back since. It seemed to me I ought to wait till I was finished with my studies. Might have a better look to it. The question has stirred recollections he's not considered for a long time. Is it bad to say I've not much thought of her since? She's very even teeth. Me mother said overlapping teeth in a woman means defiance, and gaps means a light skirt. Offer possibly unwelcome views on his mother! Andre, no. No, baby. There are other people, there are other OCs that would do that. Mark would do that. Mark would spit that right out of his mouth immediately. Mark would just be like, yeah, your mother doesn't know nothing about nothing, apparently. Mark would do that. I know, right? That man says the correct thing at the wrong time so much. He's great at right thing, wrong time. So good at it. I love him for that. 10 out of 10. I see. Ugh, don't look so stiff. Beep. We're gonna keep trying to get trust out of him. I'm hardly in a position to be choosy about my own occupation. Indeed. Is your income all from seeing patients these days? Archie speaks quite openly. Well, I did sell off a couple of my old atlases just today. Censored maps sell for a good price if you know the right buyer. Ferret's vermin eradication takes in more than just rats. If I'd met the like of you in Scotland, I might never come to London. Oh no! Oh no! Chad, are we being flirted with? I think we're being flirted with. Well, why not? So you're wishing you'd met a copy of me instead of myself? I'm devastated. Ugh, you take the words away from me and wrestle them to mean something else. You know well enough what I'm saying. I do. I absolutely do. So what are we doing tomorrow? Nothing exciting. Census interviews and pages. Okay. Let's get as many census interviews as we can. Easiest way to do that is David Landau and Rachel Landau. I need to be friends with Rachel. Several of the more humorous patch notes for the game have been put in the Discords. Since the game's been finished. Oh, good. Extended Harjeet's memory so he can no longer forget something immediately after sharing it with you. These are all so good. Deprive Virginia of the mind reading ability to know things about the player she had never been told. Corrected Archie's sense of personal space so that he'll no longer stand right in front of Grizz at the feast in certain character groupings. Stopped Harjeet from growling too many times in a row, no matter how fetching he finds the player. These are great. Archie is no longer allowed conjugal visits in your attic after he's been arrested. These are all delightful. All of these ones around David's death, too. Improve David's understanding of graveyard etiquette so that he will no longer pay calls on Horatio whilst deceased. Revoke David's precognition so that he can no longer refer to his own death before it happens. Further diminish David's precognitive abilities by preventing him from talking about culprits in his murder before he has died. Oh, these are great. 10 out of 10. I'm dying. Apparently. Okay. Those are great. There's more, chat. There's more. They're really funny. You should go look at the Discord. It's beautiful. Okay. One moment, chat. The newspapers aren't what they used to be, but someone is still printing broadsheets these days. That's me! I'm printing broadsheets. I have a newspaper now in Fallen London. I called it As the Neath Turns, because I think I'm funny. And I thought it was a very funny and obtuse way to say revolution. I didn't have enough friends to fill the place out. But I am an acquaintance of the Revolutionary Firebrand. And of devils. So I have devils and revolutionaries working there, and everybody else is just like, eh, good enough. It's okay. I had some strong back labor. I really wanted Lime to be there, but I am not educating Lime right now, so. The headlines today read, Ministry of Accounting and Recounting calls on citizens to cooperate in ongoing census. This will be the 1862 census that we hear so much about in the video game. Let's relive the fall of London a little bit. I'm always reliving London's last night on the surface. I try to put it out of my head, but it's still there. The dimming of the sun at 3 in the afternoon, the sky turning the color of rust. The horrible bang, and the cloud of dust from the direction of Westminster, the tolling of the bells. The horseman who rode down the street, liveried in the garb of the palace, shouting, "In Her Majesty's name, go indoors." And then the sky was full of bats. More bats than I thought could exist in the world. Wheeling, shrieking, defecating. People went indoors then, and if they'd ignored the criers, those that had no house crowded into the church and under the bridges. Even now I don't understand. How Her Majesty knew to send criers. Across my characters, I've got the Evening Whisper and the Timely Demise. I love those. Those are good names for a paper. The palace has been shuttered since that day. The royal family do not emerge. Surely if they'd known this was coming, they would have departed London. It was only after the city fell. The rest of England, we assume, remains above. Oh, I reckon it's a tornado. I've heard of something similar in the Welsh Hills back in 1760. No light in the sky, and a noise like a thunderclap. That's no tornado, love. It's a plague of Egypt. I intervened before they annoyed one another. The newspapers will tell us in the morning what it was. Leastwise, it'll make a good story for the letters home. Glasgow will be envious of our London fashions. Then the ground shook again. I believe we can blame Mr. Basilget's excavations, digging about under London, causing seismic disturbance. And what did he find down there but a cave of 3 million bats? Is that what you reckon? There are stranger things beneath London. That was the beginning of it, but we were down there for hours and hours. The sky darkened, and it didn't return to normal. Once, around midnight, Grizz went upstairs and opened the door to the street, but she came right back down again. She said the cobbles were galloping about. It wasn't safe to walk outside. After that first bit, the memories collide and get confused. I have trouble keeping track of which came first and which came later, and whether I'm imagining something. I've spent a lot of days like this, thinking back, trying to piece together the bits of the puzzle. As if I could realize something that would make sense of it all. Yeah, that's Andre. That's how I describe his abilities. Okay. Whoops. Where are we going? We're going straightaways to Thrall Street. It's worth it to be mindful of how others will perceive me, what role I play, and what I can and cannot say is constrained by my clothes. This was true before the fall, but it's even truer now. Names, identities, and relationships have all become so unsteady and unreliable. Harjeet admires duty, but does not always care for the ministry. It's hard to say what impression the badge makes on him. You know what? Let's take off the badge. I don't need anything on my lapel. Just gonna go in my scholarly clothes. The streets outside Mrs. Chapman's are not easy. I've heard rumors about where the arcane spirits of London may be found. Obscure, elusive rumors, but I can run them to ground if I choose. Devil's Townhouse! I know where that is! They say this place is inhabited by devils, or alternatively, people with yellow eyes and a warm handshake. But whenever I need to find more of them, it's Harjeet who helps me. I have something for you, if you want it. He produces a nearly new Admiral's hat in perfectly good condition. I found it near the docks. No sign of the owner. And I can't wear it myself. I thought someone at Mrs. Chapman's might get use out of it. Perhaps Lady Griselda. Clothes make an impression on the people when I wear them. They make an impression on me, too. Sometimes I'm inspired to say things I wouldn't otherwise. I have the feeling this particular hat would make me a bit gruff and commanding. I don't want to put the hat on my head. Oh, much appreciated. He could have got a penny or two for it by selling it to the second-hand clothes merchant. Harjeet does not comment on this. Present the census as though it were my own idea. I'm gonna do it. I'm conducting an inquiry into the surviving population of London, and I have a few questions if you're willing. Call it an effort on behalf of science. I see. London was determined to collect everyone's name even before the fall. Agree it's a peculiarity of the English. It's a peculiarity of the English. You aren't the only ones ever to count your citizens. What do you wish to know? I'm gonna flirt with Harjeet today! I know who he'd have a taste for. Andre, that is. But I'm gonna flirt with Harjeet today, because I already know David's dying about it. Be really funny, though. Oh no, who murdered him? Ooh, actually, that would be really funny. Is there anyone living with you at the moment? At one time, I shared my lodgings. That was prior to the fall, but my former companion is missing. Is there anyone special in your life, Harjeet? This is not a matter I would explain to most people. You and I have known one another for some time, however. I think you'd hear me out kindly, but if you would rather not carry my secrets... I believe I know what is expected in these situations. Even before the fall, I would not have been married. My companion was not a lady. He was an officer who came to the Punjab. We became acquainted, and then more than acquainted. I thought he and I would remain together throughout our lives. I followed him here, away from my own country and everything I knew, to the home of my former enemies. He promised me that it was worth the sacrifice. He said we would never be separated. You will observe that he isn't here. I do not presume to comment on this. No, wait. Let Andre comment. What a despicable character. Reprehensible. Enough, enough. I'm not a maiden abandoned at the altar. You're kinder than I would be in a similar circumstance. I've been looking for him since the night of the fall. I walked on streets that were tearing themselves stone from stone looking for him. Perhaps you'll still find him. It becomes more unlikely. There are so many things in my life that I share with no one. Things that are not secret or even private, but that are beyond companionship. The memory of my home, my faith, the intricate politics of the court in Lahore, which I learned in childhood and cannot forget. Now I'm adding to those all the empty buildings that I alone see. Do you have any such things of your own, in which communication entirely fails? Ooh, what have I got? Learned interests or something else? It would depend on what the something else is. Andre's got a lot of things he has trouble talking to other people about because, you know, demons. Let's go with learned interests then. I describe to him my arcane studies, my inquisition into the types of powers. I tell him about scrying and the language of angels. I lay out the principles on which a palace of memory can be constructed, and the means by which it can be manipulated, and the places imagined that seem as true to me as any reality. The palaces of crystal and ice, the seven-headed dragons, the letters and numbers of flame. To some people you might sound mad, but I understand. These odd images are signs for something else. If you've seen other cities, what do you think of ours? It's been taken by surprise, which serves it right. No, you deserve a better answer. I do not like the city London was, and I do not like the city London will become. In time, she'll remember her confidence and try to rule again, unless Lady Griselda and her type fail. But the cracked and lost parts of London now. This is no place to love. People have no choice but to meet as equals now and then. I'm glad you told me that. You're welcome. I should go, but you know where to find me. I'm always here. Judging by the clock, I can afford one more errand today before supper. I'm taking off this hat. I can go to Thrall Street. I can go to the Devil's Townhouse. What if I make friends with Milton? What if I make friends with Milton? Actually, I think I'd like to take the census with Horatia. And then I think I want to go to Thrall Street and learn the way to the church. Go bother our churchman. We're not going to say one word about devils to the man. Horatia won't mind me in this. I find Horatia in the basement, taking inventory of our supplies. The night London fell, all Horatia's lodgers gathered in the cellar. Horatia led the hymns while we waited for dawn. Around 3 in the afternoon, we admitted to ourselves that there wasn't going to be a dawn, today or any other day. Hello. I trust you're as well as can be expected. Since the fall, we've all taken to greeting one another as invalids on the verge of death. The badge makes it clear I'm here for business, not for conversation. The Ministry of Accounting and Recounting have asked me to work on the census. I see. What should I write down about the matters of the heart? Were you in love when you were younger? The butcher at the corner asked me a few times to be his wife. I couldn't say I was tempted. He had 7 children from his marriage before. I believe he was more attracted to the extra rooms in my house than to me. There's a woman who comes to the door just about every morning. Too many children and not enough food. Sometimes I have a penny for some old stew for her. I'm gonna listen. And this morning? I sat by the fire and didn't go to answer it. After a time, she stopped knocking and just stood sobbing on the doorstep. Couldn't you arrange something for her with the neighbors? Or find someone who could take her on? You know we barely eat as it is. Oh, I don't have money to offer her. When we did this last time, we had pennies, so I had money to give her to give to that lady. You don't have any secret business besides running the household, do you? The house has been my business for a long time now. My father left it to me. He bought it so I'd have a good place to live. He didn't want to leave it up to whether I'd find a husband. There's a stew in the kitchen that needs looking after. We're friends. It isn't long until dinner is served. Grizz is waiting for me. Whatever census forms you have already, it's time to take them to Mr. Page's. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I sincerely hope that's true. Come with me. Once I've shown you how to reach the ministry, you can come back on your own and turn in others. With any luck, Mr. Page's will decide to keep you on. With even more luck, he won't mind being asked about the Ministry of Chirography and Cartography. With that, she leads me outside and down a side street that is no longer named. The path is a true labyrinth. Walking it is a lesson and a discipline. There are no forks in the way, no chance of getting lost. Only the challenge of continuing rather than turning back. Finally, we find ourselves standing in its shadow, under its walls. Before us is a low door that once, I think, belonged to a solicitor's office. So it occurs to me that in the U.S., you guys don't use the word solicitor to mean like a lawyer. From what I understand, you guys use the word solicitor to mean like a door-to-door salesman. Solicitors in England are a legal profession. There's solicitors and there's barristers. Solicitors do like the paperwork side of things, and barristers go to court. Or I think that's how, it might be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure that's how she goes. But they're law guys. Mind the pile of papers. I've already sorted them 3 times. Mr. Page's is very particular about the ordering of documents. Now, where's he gone? Usually he's here by this time of day. Ah, there you are, sir. We were just coming to bring you the census documents. I love Mr. Page's. He's so ridiculous. Oh, wait, that's the fancy ink! That's the fancy ink! I dumped that fancy ink in the ocean once. I put it in the ocean and I shone the false sun on it. And then I got to go into Parabola for a second, but I couldn't figure out how to escape Parabola because it was bad and I didn't have a good time. Oops. In that I couldn't see because I don't have glasses to navigate it and I don't have knowledge or understanding of how to do anything in Parabola. It's okay, I'll find my way there eventually. I thought it was... There's an A in there somewhere. It's like violent for something or something. Oh well. Yeah, violent ink. It's the fancy ink. A first installment of many, I'm sure. There's a tone in her voice, somewhere between fondness and a nanny guiding an untutored child. Ignore the mood between them. Don't. Chat. Don't. Don't. We won't. Oh, Andre. I watch her curiously. She doesn't meet my eye. Does she have feelings towards it? Affection? Regard for a very strange and demanding pet? Or is it something more heartfelt? Mr. Page's, may I present Andre? Like, I would love a violent ink, too, but... Andre, this is Mr. Page's. The whole Ministry of Accounting and Recounting is under Mr. Page's direction. Stand well back and make no sudden moves. But we will express gratitude for the job. Thank you very much for offering me employment. The opportunities in London aren't what they used to be. Grizz assures us that they are improvocated. It is highly gratifactory that the populace of London appreciates their move. Yeah, you sure did say words, buddy. Be a little overplayed. With the very powerful, one must align oneself carefully. What have you brought us? Ah, most satisfactory. There are secrets here. It gives me 2 shiny pennies for my trouble. I turn one over, and it has a portrait on the back of someone who is certainly not the queen. The face on the back of the coin stares at me until the hair prickles on my neck. The coin reminds me of a debt owed, and I don't want to remember. And my breath hitches, and slows, and resumes. I'm holding 2 pennies now. We did not expect much from Archie. Undercon Grizz having already revelated that he is a lightless character. What else is there? Pages takes my penny payment from a jar, bringing my stash to 3. There are other coins in there, and a few things that aren't even coins. Buttons, pearls, probably false, a horse head carved from ivory or bone. We are grateful for your assistance. There are never too many papers. This one is of interest. Femalificent, lacking authority. Pages! Honey, if you're going to make up words, please make them make a bit more sense, okay, sweetie? I don't have a filing index for that combination. I will designate a sigil. And a suitable ink. The colors on the last sigil burned my eyes. Do you have anything more? Justificant coins. One day you will forgive. Yes! Mr. Pages takes the census page eagerly and spends some time scanning it. Whatever it finds, it considers impressive enough to offer us 2 pennies. But it is, I think, disappointed all the same. There is something it is looking for that it cannot find. Can we say that the story is finished? While the lover has not returned! Another chaptering is imaginable. The business of the census is done now. Perhaps I've earned a question. Why aren't we allowed maps, to have maps and atlases anymore? We need them more than ever. London isn't deranged where it used to be. Ah, I believe the ministry intends to resurvey the territory. In the meantime, it wouldn't do, you know, to have people using fallacious maps. The territory of the Neath is anti-disposificated towards lying still. Pages! Pages! Sorry, this man should not be talking to Londoners. Man, quote-unquote, gender neutral. Oh, I don't want to be mean to Pages. But Andre would demand more. I beg your pardon? I suppose it must be a reference to the seismic activity. Perhaps there's a concern that further events will disturb the arrangement of London's streets. And, now I think on it, in those circumstances the existence of inaccurate maps might cause alarm. Perhaps better not to create, in the population, an expectation of consistent layout. That is enough of my official duties for the moment. Grizz accompanies me out again when it is time to go. She makes a couple of remarks about how useful this will be, though she stops short of asking whether I'm in debt to Horatia. I haven't forgotten, though. I can just straight up pay Horatia half my back rent. As we make our way back to Horatia's, Grizz asks me what I think of Mr. Pages. She tries to make it sound like an idly curious question. I'm grateful for the arrangement. It was very good of you to put this together. You're a good egg. At least, that's what my former fiancé used to say. Griselda, you're a good egg. Before we go back inside the house, she reminds me. We have many more people in the neighborhood to survey for the census. You know how it's done now, so you can collect them and take them to Mr. Pages yourself. I have other duties, and I may not always be there, but Pages is Well, I am certain you won't be harmed if you visit the ministry on your own. Decide and confess that I have a flirtatious interest in Mr. Pages. I got the impression that you have an affection for Mr. Pages. Mr. Pages is a puzzle. Sometimes he can be protective. Other times I think he would let me walk into the sea if I chose. Not because he dislikes me, but because he has no fear for me. He trusts me to judge for myself. Undercon Grizz, he calls me. But I'm not sure I'd call it love. If it should say anything about its feelings, please tell me. I can promote their connection, and I'm gonna. I'm gonna get Grizz married to Mr. Page's chat. Okay. We gotta go to Harjeet so we can get some roots for town. I need to make friends with Rachel and David like right away. And the Devils. And Phoebe. I know who killed him from my other game. Ah! Okay, we hydrate as chat demands. I'm gonna make friends with his murderer. It's fine. I fell in my water bottle. I'm okay. It's fine. Okay. Alright. And a big stretch. Big stretch. I know. Okay. And for body break? Yeah, we do usually end off here. Don't worry, when this saves, when I get back into my little spot, I will write down on the aquarium walls. Let's write that in green. Oh, I have chalk pens for writing on the aquarium walls. They're the nice kind. I like them. Oh, yeah. Okay. For body break, we'll do arm circles. We didn't do those at all today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okie dokie. Now back to this. Another morning, another newspaper. This morning's lies open on the table. Orgiastic parties of legendary Viscountess threaten virtue, reputation of ordinary citizens. Oh, maybe they shouldn't. I bet in tactics they'd pronounce that Viscount. Did it save? It's saving right now, isn't it? No, it's not. I remember the days of the fallen fragments. There are a few moments that I'm always drawn back to, memories that stand for everything else that happened. There are things I sometimes remember from that night that cannot have happened. Impossible things. If I concentrate, I can recall. That day, when the sky had gone red, even though it wasn't yet time for sunset, Harjeet knocked on the servant's door. He was carrying a lantern. All well in this house? Any wounded, any missing, any dead? Anyone bunking with you that didn't live here yesterday? It was Horatia that answered, of course. No, that's not right. Or, hang on, did I answer? I must have said something. I asked whether I could do anything to help. May I offer my assistance? Do you need someone else to check on houses with you? Thank you, but no. There are other constables on the street. I suppose he meant the one he'd seen die, among others. We have a few provisions if you need food. It looks like it'll be a long night. I can't stay, but thank you. It's kind of you to offer. It must have saved. Okay, good, it did. Well, in that case then, it's now closing time and we hope you enjoyed your visit to the octopus enclosure! Whee! We will go on a little adventure. Adventure time? Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. With Jake the dog and Finn the human, the fun will never end. It's adventure time. Oh, good gravy. There's a lot going on. There's so many people on tonight, chat. So many people on tonight. Oh. One more check. What's this? Oh, we're gonna go see Afe, chat. I know Afe hasn't technically started yet, but we're gonna go see Afe. Afe's playing chicory tonight. I can't spell. Can't type for beans today. Alright, that is it for tonight, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow, where we will play Animal Crossing and also, of course, Guild Wars 2 because it is Thursday. If my raid message would kindly copy for me. Alright, that is it for tonight, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for playing along.